that will obey, take me out of self and hide me behind the sickle. That these thou, your sons and daughters, will not see me, but they will see you in the words that you speak. All I ask of thee now is that the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. O Lord, my strength and my redeemer.
Amen.
If you will, please turn your Bibles back to Acts the 22nd chapter. The text will come from verses 6 through 10, which you heard read. My interpretation states, New International Version. About noon, as I came near Damascus, suddenly a bright light from heaven flashed around me. I fell to the ground and heard a voice say to me, Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? Who are you, Lord? I asked. I am Jesus of Nazareth, whom you are persecuting, he replied. My companions saw the light, but they did not understand the voice of him who was speaking to me. And if God would just allow me for a few moments this morning, I'd like to preach from the title, 2020 Vision.
All right.
20 Vision. Can you imagine not being able to see clearly? Can you imagine not being able to recognize your mother, your father, your husband, your son, or your daughter? Simply because something traumatic happened to you that caused you to become blind. It would be hard for one to truly imagine all these things unless you have experienced them. Well, this morning I'm going to take a few moments and I'm going to share my experience with you. Because this is what I experienced on the first Sunday in February 1986.
All right.
I suffered a subarachnoid hemorrhage at the base of the brain. I was standing singing in the choir when it happened. In other words, I was seeing in the morning, but by evening I was blind and could not see.
Man.
Having to deal with blindness, not being able to walk or talk, not being able to see the late Reverend Leroy Waddell and the late Mrs. Rosa May Waddell, Donald, who is my husband, Brodwin, my only daughter, and Dane, my only son, faces, was a traumatic experience that I do not want to have again. Believe and trust me, my brothers and sisters, when I tell you that experiencing having sight to not having sight is an experience that no one should want to experience. Amen. Therefore, I strongly recommend that each of you here this morning never take being able to see for granted.
Amen.
Now, there are many people in here this morning, and even in these United States, that are scared right now because they are facing a possible re-election of Donald Trump. They just can't see their way. But I need you to understand that not being able to see your way does not mean that you are doomed. That's right. It means that you need to refocus. In other words, take your eyes off of the traumatic experience and focus on getting what needs to be done in a different way. Well, now this brings us to the text for this message. It is obvious that when a person live a certain way, doing whatever it is they want to do, it takes something drastic to cause them to focus differently and surrender unto Almighty God. Well, this is nothing new because there are important moments in life when we all must choose whether or not we will surrender to God.
Amen.
Well, these are usually times of crisis, times of situations that can bring about changes in our entire life direction. What is important to know is that these moments can either destroy us or they can forever turn the course of our lives in a much better direction. Well, you see Saul of Tarsus. He faced such a moment after Jesus' ascension. Saul set out to rid the world of all Christians. Now, I do not know if Saul was riding a black or white stallion or a palomino horse or just walking and not paying attention to where he placed his feet when he fell. The Bible doesn't tell us. All there is recorded is that a light from heaven shone round about him and he fell to the ground. But when he opened his eyes, he could see nothing. He did not eat or drink and was blind for 3 days. Now it's obvious that when you are down and out and cannot see your way, you will lose your appetite. That's right. You cannot eat nor can you drink, and you will not be able to see clearly until you find Jesus. But let me caution you, if you will. Don't get upset and lose hope. Just refocus. When things don't go your way, don't turn the world upside down. Just remain focused. When you receive bad news about your health and you feel that you are at the end of your rope, just tie not at the end of the rope. That's right. When so-called church folk, and I hope I don't have no so-callers in here, look at you and look in your face and have the nerve to say to you, we cannot and will not do this project because we've never done it like this before. And it's going to cost too much money. And we don't have that kind of money. You do not have to get a wind in your jaws at them. Just keep your cool and your focus. I know somebody in here this morning wants to know who and what you do when to stay focused. Well, I'm glad you asked, so let me try and tell you. Stay focused on the Lord. Amen. And the plan that he has for you and for your life. Brothers and sisters, we need to remember the time that we had our Damascus Road experience, all of us.
Yes.
I wonder, what did you do? Did you stay focused or you remain down on the ground? Well, I pray that you heard the Lord say to you as he said to Saul, get up and get on the right road and begin to do those things that I have commanded you to do. Saul had to get up and become refocused in order to do exactly what the Lord Jesus had told him to do. For it is written in the scriptural text that as he neared Damascus on his journey, suddenly a light from heaven flashed around him, and he fell to the ground and heard a voice say to him, Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me? Saul asked him, who are you, Lord? And Jesus replied with these words, I'm Jesus, whom you are persecuting. So now get up and go into the city, and you will be told what you must do. Brothers and sisters, it's in my spiritual mind this morning that God is calling some of you to get up.
Yes.
Focused on about what he has called you to do. He has a plan for every one of us, and it is not to harm us, but it is to prosper us. You need to come out of the past, because that's the only way that the devil can hold you hostage, is holding you in your past. He said, get up. And do what I told you to do. God is speaking to somebody in here this morning. You might be looking at me strange, but it's all right. Because I know God for myself. And I know when God is dealing with you. And it's time for you to get up and get about his business. Well, I believe in my spiritual mind that this was a traumatic experience for Saul. Apparently there were some brothers who were just as afraid as he was, standing there, trembling no doubt, speechless, hearing a voice but seeing no one. They could have done like some of us would have done. Take off running. Leaving our friend behind to fend for himself. Well, I tell you, the brothers must have been true friends, because they did not run off and leave Saul. They were traveling with him. So they took him by the hand and led him to Damascus. Do you suppose that the brothers that were traveling with Saul wondered why they were leading him to Damascus? Well, I believe that the Lord was working it out while the brothers were trying to figure it out. You should know by now that the Lord would never send you to a place that he could not take care of you. The Lord called the disciple Ananias in a vision and told him to go to the house of Judah and on Straight Street and ask for a man from Tarsus.
Yes.
By the name of Saul for me.
Yes. Yes.
The Bible reads that in the vision Saul saw a man by the name of Ananias come and place his hand on his shoulder and restore his sight. Ananias was afraid to go because he had heard so much about Saul and how mean he was. And no Saul's mission was on to go and kill all Christians or anyone that on the name of Jesus, who is the Christ. But I stopped by to tell you this morning that God is my everything.
Yes.
I stopped by to tell you that he thought that he might have gotten arrested because Saul came with that authority. But the Lord said to Ananias, go, because this man is my chosen instrument to carry my name before the Gentiles and their kings and before the people of Israel. Stop, my brothers, to tell you be careful how you treat one another. You don't know which one God chose to be his instrument.
Yes.
To the world. Somebody can fall out the wicked ways of the world. I'm crying to the Lord, saying, I yield. I cannot hold out no longer. What must I do to be saved? The Bible reads that immediately something fell from Saul's eyes and looked like scales. Some of you got scales on your eyes. You better wash your face.
Wash.
Still scales on your eyes. But I stopped by to tell you, if you come in contact with Jesus, the scales will come from your eyes. You will begin to talk like you ought to talk. And that's about Jesus. You will not go to some of the places that you frequent now. Because God, when he steps in, he takes the taste away. He takes the
Yes.
all you want is him, and he will talk to you in the wee hours of the morning and let you know that I'm still with you. You don't have to fret, because I have never left you yet. Say with me, Saul's eyes came open, and that he could see again. He said, Saul got up, and he was baptized. And after eating some food, and he regained his strength, and after the scales fell from his eyes, his sight was restored, and he received 20/20 vision. See, when you get up off your stool and do nothing, you can receive 20/20 vision. Some of you looking at a 20/30. Some of you looking at a 20/10. I stopped by to tell you, God has 20/20. You want to see God? Come on now. Say, Lord, here I am. I stretch my hand to thee. Lord, have I known when thou hast brought thyself for me? Wherever shall I go there? Oh, Lord, someone in here this morning, you're having a domestic Christ is shining on and in you, you will be able to get up again. Oh, Donald McClellan said, we fall down, but we get up again. Without a doubt, this event produced a severe crisis for Saul. He was certain that his religious zeal against Jesus and his followers was what God had expected of him. But suddenly the risen Messiah, Jesus spoke to him and then said, Saul, Saul, you were blind, but yet in his physical blindness, Saul came to see that he had been spiritually blind to the truth about God. If the truth is to be told this morning, some of us are blind when it comes to the spiritual truth about the Lord Jesus. But I stopped by to tell you it's time for you to take some time and get in the Word.
Yes.
Get in the Word to stay there. You may have to cry sometime, but stay there. You may have to walk by yourself, but walk by yourself. You have to pray sometime without ceasing. Pray! Because prayer is the key to the kingdom. And faith unlocks the door. Oh, help me somebody. The persecutor named Saul became the Apostle Paul. You might be persecuted now, but you know what? You can become the sons and daughters of the Lord. I'm glad about another chance. God gives us more chances than we deserve. What are we going to continue to do? We're going to continue to throw away. Or we're going to wake up and begin to do what thus saith the Lord. God is a good God. And His mercy endureth forever. And church, I stopped by to tell you I'm going to take my seat. You need 20/20 vision in these evil days. I have well glasses and I see some of you too. You still can't see everything. But I'm glad I know Jesus. He can see what I can see. He promised to never leave me and never forsake me. That's why I won't take nothing from a journey now. You see, I had my road experience in 1986. Look at me now. Blind, couldn't walk, couldn't talk. But you see what God has done.
Yes.
Pick me up off of my bed of affliction. He turned me around. Placed my feet on solid ground. I'm glad this morning, 'cause I can say amazing grace.
Yes. Yes.
The rest like me, I once was lost,
Yes.
but now I'm found.
Thank you. Thank you. Glory to the Lord
I don't really see out of the eye. Never mind, but I see out of the heart. Don't mind loving you. Even with your hateful ways, I'm still going to love you. Because God loves us great. Amen. God loves us great. I'm not going to fight with nobody. Amen. See, He didn't call me to fight. He called me to trust.
Yes.
He called me to keep my eyes open on Him. He will fight my back. You want to cut up on me, I'll turn you over to the Lord. I'll wait on Him. Glory to God. See, if I knock you out, you might get up again, but if He knock you out, glory to God. That's why it's important to do right.
Yes.
While you have a chance.
Yes.
And on about, 72 hours or less before 2020. Don't go into 2020 blind. Amen. What you talking about, Pastor? I'm talking about, don't carry that foolishness that you've been carrying since 2020. Since 201, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. Still carrying it. Let it go.
Let it go.
Let it go if you've been hurt.
Let it go.
Let it go. Ask the Lord to bless it.
Yes, Lord.
Ask the Lord to bless that person that hurt you. That person that told a whole face lie on you. Ask the Lord to bless them. And when you ask the Lord to bless them, don't you know you're releasing yourself for a major blessing?
Glory to God.
You can't be blessed holding animosity. Amen. Hatred in your heart. Let it go. Go into 2020 if it's his desire that we go. Go with a clean heart. Yes. And with clean hands. Yes. Clean heart and a pure heart and clean hands. Those are the ones that will walk the narrow way.
Yes.
Don't you want to go where Jesus is? Yes, Lord. Will you think about how blind you are? Can't forgive? Refuse to love? Always in the middle of gossip? Always the author of confusion? Feel like you're getting your little kick or your little whatever when you're causing trouble for someone. It's not of God. Let it go. Let it go.
Let it go.
And let God orchestrate your life. God wants to bless all of us. Amen. He wants to tremendously bless us. But he can't. Because some of us are just too downright hateful.
Speak, Lord. Yes.
He's not that way, but yet you call yourself a Christian. Amen. You're not a Christian. You're a hellion. And that's where you're going to reside if you don't change. Amen. In hell. Get real.
Get real.
Get real. You have a few more hours. You and the Lord. Not your so-called friend. Don't you know by now when you need him, you can't find him?
Say it.
Amen. You're always there for them, but when you need them the most, you can't get him. Say that. Say what they're doing. They're sitting there watching them make coffee on their phone. Oh, he bothered her. And he bothered her. But God wants you to forgive and show love. When you can see what you and only what you give comes back. Amen. So if you're giving out hatefulness, that's what you're going to receive. If you're giving out love, that's what you will receive. I want you to think about it. Ask yourself, how's my vision? Is it 2020? Go home and ask somebody, how's your vision? Do you have 2020? They're going to say, no, you ain't wearing no glasses. Help them understand. Saul was blind. When he met Jesus, he could see. He healed the blind man. Yeah, he did. Out of spittle and fear. He'll heal yours too. Yes. Physically and realistically. He healed me. I couldn't talk. But I tell my story. Because I don't know who else is going to do. And at that time, born on the front seat of Robinson A.M.E. Zion Church, Highway 52 North in Chicago. But I wasn't fit to live. Amen. There you go. Yes. But he had mercy on me. Yes, Lord. I was so such that the devil didn't want me even in hell. Amen. I had to bow down to them. They would bow down to me. The only thing that I've never done in my life was I mess with no girls. Because I know I was smart. I always said it. Hell was right. How I doing that? Look, God can turn you around. I know how bad you are. If he turned Saul was a murderer. He was going to kill everybody. He didn't have to scare. If they said Jesus, he killed him. Now that's bad. But if he knocked him off of that, yeah, he did. He knocked me down in Mount Mary Church in South Carolina. Same with the Chicago. You know the song that I was singing? Somebody touched me and God knows it did. Yeah. But when I woke up, where was I? surgeon ready gloves on to go in my head. All they could see was a head full of blood. But they didn't know what they were going in after, so guess what? They didn't have to cut me. God took care of that. He said, either self-destruct or it's self-sealed. It said, you gonna tell me, God? There's a young white male in there with the same problem I had. Some right north. Another lady from Venice,ville older lady. All of us were in ICU, double ICU together. God took them, but he left them. Go back to the neurologist. They said, "Where's the miracle lady?" I wasn't supposed to be here.
But God. But God.
When I came to North Carolina, I just had triple bypass. Non-stop. Now I'm over here right now. But all those times before these things happened to me, I was blind. I was so blind. Allowing things to happen to me. Because I get over one thing and right back to the same. When he pull you out of there, you can stay out of it. Stay out of it. And I'm taking time because he's allowed me to do it this morning. Because somebody in here on their way to Damascus. But you won't get knocked off your base before. And if you're not careful, you won't ever reach Damascus. The brothers had to leave Saul to Damascus for his son. So I'm speaking to you. And if God is tugging on the strings of your heart, heed to the warning. Father, I thank you for just allowing me to stand. Thank you for your word. Pray God that somebody heard a word, change from their wicked ways, and see you and begin using 2020 vision. We thank you now, God.
Thank you.
And we give your name the praise. As you stand to your feet, perhaps the word